You know what I want to do? Completely random. I want you guys to go, I want you to press record.
Done.
And I want, how long will that go for? Like, have I got plenty of time?
23 minutes. But we can change the battery, the thing. Oh, there's 2. Nah, go for as long as you want.
And we got plenty of battery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I want you guys to go away.
Okay.
Just for like
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna talk, I'm gonna tell a story, and I'm just gonna connect in, and I'm not gonna think about what people think, I'm just gonna tell a story that I feel like I need to tell. One of the hardest things ever is having a camera in your face and having to tell your story and talk about what you believe in. When, you know, the words that are in my head, I know are the words that I think you want to hear, but I really want to talk from my heart and tell you what I stand for. And what led me to this question of what I stand for was reading a book, and it was a question that I couldn't answer. And it's led me on a journey of asking the question so many times. And I came up with, I suppose I came up with an answer based on a reminder that I got from looking at old photographs and reflecting on my journey so far and reflecting on my life so far. And it all starts when I'm a 19-year-old and I'm standing at the bedside in the UK holding my father's hand. And this is a man who I've looked up to. He's a strong man and he is literally dying. And to watch him take his last breath and to feel his hand squeeze my hand was gut-wrenching for me. At the time, I remember looking at him and thinking, you know, there's so much life in him. You know, in his eyes, I could see it, that there was so much that he hadn't done with his life that he wished that he had, and he didn't have the opportunity to do it anymore. And I made a promise that I wanted to live a really full and exciting life. And that's when I moved to Australia. And sadly, I forgot that promise for so long. Until I had my little boy. And until my son was in my hands. And I was looking at this beautiful little boy. And just the feeling that I got, it was just a reminder that, wow, my dad must have felt this about me. And it would have been really, really hard for him to know that he was leaving me behind. And so it took me back to the promise that I made, that I didn't want to have that for my kids. I didn't want to have a situation where my kids felt like they never saw me, or felt like they didn't know who I was. And then when my son was 6 months old, I decided to walk away from my professional job because I strongly believed that I was capable of more, that I could achieve more. And I don't know if you have felt like that, and if that's what started your journey, maybe it is. But for me, I knew that I felt trapped, and I just wanted to burst out and experience the fullness of life and experience all of my potential. And I could not have ever imagined how hard it would be for me. Your biggest enemy is yourself. My biggest enemy still now is myself. I mean, standing in front of this camera right now. It's tough for me to do because the inner critic is telling me that it's not good enough. And that's the journey of business that I've been on so far, is one of self-doubt and one of inner critic. But in overcoming that, it takes us to another level of growth. And what I really stand for at the end of all of this is that I know you've got something in you that you haven't perhaps quite got your hand on, but I know you feel it, just as I do too, just as I know there's another level there for me, and it's just waiting for me to just break through, and I really want to help you get there. I really want you to know that wherever you are right now is perfect, but also that you've got far more left in the tank. And I know that you started this business for a certain reason. And I know that at some stage along this journey, you've doubted that and you've questioned it and you've wondered whether it was the right thing, or you've wondered whether you had it in you. And you do. Just as I do as well. And I am absolutely on a mission to give you everything you need so you can do it too, because I'm doing it as well. I'm on my own journey, and I really honor the journey that you're on. And I massively respect that you take the time to sit here and watch this video and listen to what I stand for and understand what's driving me forward on this mission. It's not even people dealing with people. We are souls dealing with other souls. And at the end of the day, when I get to the end of the line in my life, I want my kids to be able to stand at my bedside, and I want them to be able to hold my hand, and I want to be able to say to them, I did everything that I wanted to do in this life. And I want them to know that they can do it too. I want them to understand that they should never ever buy into the story that other people tell them, that they can go out and achieve whatever they want. And that's what I want for you too, and I want that for your kids. I want you to realize that you can achieve whatever you want from your business, and that you can still have everything you want from your life as well. Because we've been lied to for so long. You know, we've been poisoned with this belief that we can't be successful unless we work 80-hour weeks as business owners, and that's rubbish. It's just a rubbish story that people have been telling us. And I want to dispel the myths. I want to show there's another way, and I want to be the leader in that mission. And I want to show you guys by my own actions exactly what I'm doing right now, standing in front of this camera and telling you the story. I want to show you that it's possible, and I want you to have faith and confidence in yourself by looking at what I'm doing and realizing that I was exactly where you are, and I still am exactly where you are on this journey. I'm still going through the struggles every single day. I'm still wondering what it's going to take to get to that next level, and I'm still working really hard to be a great father and a great husband and a great boss, and I know you are too, and I really honor the fact that you're sharing this journey with me.